and since it has become the most award-winning vehicle. North American Car of the Year. We also got Road and Track Performance Car of the Year, Automotive Magazine Car of the Year. Now why so many awards? It's because it truly defines precision. We have a naturally aspirated LT1 engine delivering 460 horsepower, getting you 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. Phenomenal performance indeed, however for some of you it was just not enough. You demanded for more and just a year later our engineers delivered. They took the foundation of the Stingray and they amplified it to bring you the beast next to me, the all-new 2015 Z06. Now the very first Z06 was 1963, and since we've offered it in 4 out of the 7 generations. Each time we improved the weight, performance, technology, and design. As a matter of fact, our last generation Z06 was a true foundation of success. We had an LS7 naturally aspirated engine delivering it's a 7-liter delivering 505 horsepower, and it got you 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. Well, this one's going to be better because we actually have a race-proven bloodline, co-developed side by side with our all-new C7R race car. Now, our racing team has accomplished over 90 global victories since 1999, along with 10 manufacturing championships. Now, what do they carry in common? They have the same aerodynamics, same chassis, as well as performance technologies. Now, we spent 186,000 computational hours of molding to bring you an all-new, all-aluminum frame, as you see exposed right over here to my left-hand side. This is going to be 60% stiffer than our last generation. Also an open hood frame, and industry's first. So you're gonna have a removable top panel. All carbon fiber, 16 pounds in weight. Easily removed and placed in your rear trunk. And if you like to see an example, we have our red Stingray on display. You can place it in the rear back. Now also, ladies and gentlemen, because of our new open hood frame, we're gonna give you for the first time ever a convertible Z06 in our Laguna blue color right here on display. Now it's going to be 20% stiffer than our last generation. Everything's going to be the same curb weight, performance, technology, aerodynamics. However, the side vents that you see on our coupe will be integrated underneath the vehicle rather than the sides. Also, you're going to have a premium cloth material lowered in 20 seconds, going up to 30 miles an hour. Also, very quiet cabin. Now let's get to the design changes, starting from the front fascia. Now the mesh pattern that you find in the front is designed to deliver the most amount of airflow to the Supercharged's intercooler heat exchanger. The hood extractor, taking all the hot air from your engine through the grill, exiting through the extractor versus going underneath your car, which can cause lift. Now we have flared fenders, 56 millimeters wider up front, 80 millimeters wider out back. Also, you have an adjustable spoiler out in the back side, same rear end carried over from our Stingray. However, the tail lamps are pushed apart about 3 inches. An SLA type suspension, both in front and back. Brembo brakes in all 4 corners. 6 piston fixed calipers up front and 4 piston out back. Standard or 2-piece steel rotors, 14.6 and 14.4. You have 19s and 20s with 285, 335 out back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we also have some standard options for you that we give you with our Z51, available with Z06 standard, like magnetic ride control, the fastest reacting suspension in the world, a GM innovation. Reading the road 10 to 15 milliseconds, adjusting your shocks and suspensions. Also electronic limited slip differential, assessing the driving mode, what condition you're driving in, and gear, splitting the torque between the rear wheels, getting you the best possible balance in steering, handling, and traction. Dry sump oiling system, providing all the extra lubrication needed for your extreme performance maneuvers. Also traction management, lots of horsepower underneath this engine with our new Supercharged, so we want to make sure you're always in control. Now that's going to give you 5 settings of torque reduction. And for you performance enthusiasts, you want to get to the fastest speed as quickly as possible, we're going to give you launch control, eliminating all that extra wheel spin so you can do so. Now you have 3 Aero packages. Front splitter is going to be standard. Our next package will be our carbon Aero. It includes a front splitter and the carbon rocker panels on the side. It's all carbon fiber, either exposed or painted carbon flash. Now our most aerodynamic with the most downforce package ever offered from Corvette lineup will be our Z07 Aero package, including everything from the carbon Aero, and you're also going to get an upgrade in your wheels. Michelin Pilot Super Sport Cup 2 tires. Nice and sticky for the track, and those are also exposed right to my left-hand side. Now you're also going to get larger rotors, upgrade, carbon ceramic matrix rotors, 23 pounds lighter in weight in comparison to the standard steel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you also get an adjustable spoiler for track use, done so manually. Make it shorter, and it also comes up for more downforce. So we took the Z06 that you see next to me with the Z07 Aero package on the track, and it actually outperformed our very own ZR1. If you're not familiar, the ZR1 MSRP starts at $112,000. We have a supercharged LS9 engine delivering 638 horsepower. Gets you 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. So underneath this all-carbon fiber hood, we have an all-new supercharged engine. It's a 6.2 liter V8, along with a 1.7 liter Eaton supercharger, spinning 20,000 RPM. That's 5,000 RPM more than the LS9 I just told you about with our ZR1. Now it's going to give you a minimum 625 horsepower and a minimum 635 pound-feet of torque. Now the reason I keep using that keyword minimum is because it is still so early on in the preliminary stages, and so we're going to be conservative and give you the lower number. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's an increase of 37% in horsepower and 40% in torque. Now, you're going to have state-of-the-art technologies like direct injection, continuous variable valve timing, and one of the only super sport cars in the world with over 600 horsepower that integrates the deactivation of cylinder, going from 8 to 4 and on demand back to over 600. Now that's with an advanced combustion system as well, getting you the most fuel-efficient super sport car in the world. Standard 7-speed manual transmission with active rev matching. That's going to have seamless and smooth gear changing, making virtually any great driver drive like one like a professional. Also for the first time, an 8-speed automatic transmission with the paddle shifts. Our most efficient and capable automatic transmission ever, executing commands 160 times per second, outperforming the dual clutch PDK from the Porsche 911. 5% more efficient than the 6-speed you find in the Stingray, and that is why next year we will be replacing that in our Stingray as well with our new 8-speed. Now I'm sure you all agree, our engineers push the envelope, bringing you track meets the streets. So this could be your day-to-day driver. We want to make sure the interior is very driver-centric and driver-oriented. World-class amenities, everything's premium, high quality, like carbon fiber, micro suede, aluminum, and very performance themed. For example, your steering wheel is going to be a flat bottom. Standard, you're going to have magnesium frame GT seats. We have those on display if you want to take a seat inside and get a feel for it. Or you can upgrade to our competition performance seats like the ones you see up here with me. A little bit more rigid and firm, hugging you on the corners. Also, we're staying on top of the game with technology here with GM, so we're going to give you two 8-inch screens. One's right in front of you. It's a digital cluster, reconfigurable, displaying your driving mode as well as what gear you're in. And a heads-up display, fully colored and reconfigurable. Also, MyLink, our next generation infotainment center. It has natural voice command and recognition, Bluetooth streaming. It has 3D maps, navigation system, front and rear park assist. But we're really excited about a new technology. It's called PDR, Performance Data Recorder. We worked hand-in-hand with Cosworth, which is a British motorsport performance company. They work very closely with our Corvette racing team. What we did, we put an HD camera right here in the windshield, and it records everything from the perspective of the driver, like your top speed, your handling braking angle, and it's all recorded on a telemetry overlay. You can actually take the SD card from your glove box home and put it on your computer, use the toolbox, so you can look back at your lap time and how well you performed on the track, so you can do better each time, even show off to your friends and family on social media. And if you're really eager and excited, you can't wait to get home, just pull over, watch it on your 8-inch screen. You actually have a 4G connection, internet from your own Z06, so you can share it directly right away. Now I'm sure all of you are waiting for me to finish, so you can ask me a very important question. And that is, how much does the new Z06 cost? However, this time I don't have an answer for you because we do not have exact performance data. Summertime will have all those numbers for you as well as how much it costs. So if you like, I can take your email, and in that case you would be the first person to know as more information is released. As of right now, ladies and gentlemen, you have 14 choices in our performance lineup. Starting at 323 horsepower, going over 600. There's a reason we've been the best-selling performance brand for 4 consecutive years. As a matter of fact, last year we sold the most vehicles ever in the history of the brand worldwide since 1911. Over 140 countries, 4.5 billion cars a year. Now the key to our success is no secret. We give you spirited performance, outstanding design, premium high-quality materials, and affordability. You're going to be taking on the world's most exotic super sport cars for a fraction of the price. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the last generation Z06 started a little under $80,000. The only thing I can officially tell you is if you can afford that, this will be obtainable. Thank you so much for stopping by our display. My name is Sahar. If you have any further questions, come on over, ask away. And we have other knowledgeable product specialists on the floor as well. Thank you and enjoy the remainder of the evening here at the 2014 New York International Auto Show.